Madame Donut, and I own Donut Dynamite with my husband. We live and work here on Maui. We opened our store about 7 months ago in the town of Wailuku. And so far it's going quite well. It's been really amazing how people have come to find us and people keep coming in, so we keep making donuts. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I have 2 other siblings, and my mom have always been quite good at figuring out what our strengths were. My sister was very good at organizing the house, so she cleaned, and my brother worked the farm, and I ended up in the kitchen. So I've been cooking for the family since I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I think it was worth it. I had a great education, great connections, and that's actually where I met my husband, who is also my partner in Donut Dynamite. Over 10 years, we've been together, almost 13 years, and now we work together and own this business. I always loved donuts. My very first job was actually at Dunkin' Donuts when I was 15. But at the time, I did not make the donuts. I worked the front of the house. But I think my awareness of donuts kind of came about around that time when I was 15. I did not think I was going to be making donuts for the rest of my life after that. But you always have a soft spot for it. It's your first job, first paycheck makes you feel extra amazing. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm independent now, even if you can't actually pay rent with that first paycheck. But it felt good. Many years later, I became a pastry chef. Somehow, I would always sneak in a donut on the pastry menu in every place that I worked at. I always thought it was fun. I can speak through donuts. Like, I express myself through donuts. I think donuts are very humble, and also they're the underdog of the pastry world. And I found it to be challenging, changing people's minds about donuts, because when I tell people I wanted to make donuts, they're like, really? You're a CIA educated pastry chef, you would make donuts for a living? And I say, yeah. I always hear the quote, "Let them eat cake," by Marie Antoinette. But if you actually look at what she said, in French, she said, "Let them eat brioche." Because brioche is that, as I said, the rich man's bread. It's the Cadillac of all doughs. And I wanted to make the Cadillac of donuts. So, brioche donuts. Yeah, they're artisanal donuts, specialty donuts. You can call it whatever, gourmet donuts. But to me, it's really just a creative expression of myself, and I found making donuts to be my vocation. Somebody actually had said that to me, like, this isn't just a job to you, this is not just a career either, it's your vocation. I was like, yeah, my calling. I never thought of that, but you go through life going through phases and doing many different things, but all those experiences put you in one place, and this is where it put me. And I really feel like I'm changing the world through a donut. And then my husband usually rolls the dough. I would have made the brioche dough at least a day in advance, so that the dough's been rested by the time my husband rolls the dough, around 10 or 11 p.m. After he rolls them, the doughs have to rest for a few minutes, anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour before we can cut them. We cut them, we proof them, we fry them, we cool them, we glaze them. By the time all of these are done, usually it would be around 5 o'clock in the morning when we box our donuts to deliver to our accounts in the hotels and other coffee shops locally. And then we finish more donuts for the store. We open our donut shop at 7 a.m. currently. And by then, we really can't produce any more donuts because we need another day to produce more donuts for the afternoon. So yeah, and then usually we stay open around 1 p.m. That's the goal. But oftentimes we sell out by 10:30, then we shut down. But the work's not done, because once the store's closed, that's when I make my dough. So again, I work I go back to the kitchen around maybe 1 p.m., make dough, and I make at least 4 to 6 different varieties of brioche every day. My work day really is from about midnight to 6 or 9 p.m. Location to open a store, and it's really quite expensive to find a shop here on Maui. And then I think we will always be creative. We will always be inspired to do something with food. You know, even with the donuts alone, we're inspired constantly by our customers or our neighbors who bring in fresh fruit or whatever it is from their backyards. You know, I think it's amazing. We change our menu every day based on what inspired us that day. Hey, we get fresh lemons today. We'll make lemon meringue donuts, or we got berries, of course. We'll make a mixed berry donut. I was missing a cheese plate, so I made a cheese donut. You know, there's constant inspiration out there. It's art, you know. Rainy days makes us want to make a hot chocolate donut. You know, it's just, if we don't make donuts, I'm sure we'll find something as exciting and as creative and as stimulating. And I've been cooking since I was at least 9 years old, and it's, like I said, it's our vocation, it's our calling, it's our passion. We cannot even imagine a life without really good food. And again, when I say I am not an advocate for nutrition, or we're not creating necessarily what you would call healthy food. We're creating a healthy attitude about food. To me, eat your greens, eat your fruits and vegetables. For the most part, 90% of the time, you should be eating, well, good food. But when it comes to flavor, don't skip out. Because when you're happy about what you eat, I think that's a healthy feeling. I was once asked, hey, you're going to be in business. Are you fulfilling a need or a want? And I said, fulfilling a want. You're like, but when somebody walks in, it's like, oh my God, a donut! It's that excitement to me. It's just so good. Nobody says that. I'm so sorry. That's the truth. But people come in here and they get so excited just cooking so much food. That is fulfilling a want. I want people to always say, we are. We're going to continue to do it until those faces disappear. But